The Ennie Awards, the annual RPG Ennie Awards. Um, I want to talk a little bit off the cuff about why these awards are important to me, and I think the industry as a whole. I started Severed Books in 2012, and it took me this long to submit for the first time anything for the Ennie Awards, just because I didn't think I was making good enough stuff. I didn't have the confidence, and I probably should have been submitting all along. I know the massive gelatinous cubes that I created. Let me see. I have one right here. The massive gelatinous cubes that year, I probably should have submitted these. I regret not submitting the Tomb of the Bitch and Chimera for the Dead Milkman. I don't know if that would have won or not, but it's still a fabulous project. And I don't know. I never thought that I could, number one, get nominated, and number two, win any sort of award like that. So um, last year, I won my first one that I just showed you. I didn't win it directly. I don't want to pretend that that is my medal, but I was the project manager on UVG2 Ultraviolet Grasslands by the genius Luca Reject. Let me see right here. Yeah, so I did all of the pre-press work, getting the book all together, making it look as close to what Luca wanted as possible, but then also really going back and forth on the end papers, and particularly I don't know what to call this, but the reverse end paper. I feel like when books don't have printing on that reversed end paper, it's kind of a tell that, some details might have been slipped. And it's actually, there's a different reverse end paper in the back that has unique art. It's not the same as the front. And then some kick-ass tables. So, yeah, and then I'll just show this off really fast. I have the only unbound proof copy of UVG. I held on to that because this is the copy that I proofed and looked over, combed over, making sure that everything was where it should be for the file, for the printer. But yeah, Exalted Funeral created that book. They still do for Luca. And Kristen and Matt were very kind to send me a medal because they thought I deserved one. And that, I almost cried when Kristen handed it to me at PAX Unplugged. Like, it really, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I could, get anything like that ever. So, like this year, Small and Boss Party, the series that I create with a bunch of different artists, me included, in the art, have been selected for the category of non-digital aid for RPGs. So if you're unfamiliar with them, Small Party are Little Wood Mini Dudes, and this one is by Marie Enger, one of my favorite Chicago-based artists. And they look like this. They're just meeple-like full-color minis that you don't have to paint. They're very durable. People love them because you can throw them in a bag, bring them to a con, and they add a lot of flavor to your game, like anywhere. I mean, I use them all the time, even at home. So, and then this is a pretty new set, and the brand new set is by Tanya Herrero from Spain, and her set comes with like a little mini zine with stats and stuff for my system's Sickest Witch. So in the box you get pretty cool stats. It's also somewhat system neutral, so you can use them in any fantasy system. And they also look like that. These are kind of bigger, and you get some medium size, like 33 millimeter other dudes, and then some small guys. You get 4 goblins in the set. These are pretty small. They're like 20, maybe 20 millimeters tall. So we have a bunch of sets out, and they've been nominated for this award. And of course, I'm excited. I have like mixed emotions about it because, in a way, getting nominated is the prize because it's selected by a jury. But then the public gets to vote on who the actual winners are. There's gold and silver. And that's where it gets a little weird because it becomes sort of a popularity contest in a way. Some companies can afford to take ads out specifically asking for votes in a particular category. That seems weird. I cannot afford to do that, especially with tariffs really causing havoc on my profit margins. And so what it comes down to is just me making video content, posts that, hopefully don't feel spammy, pleading people to vote for maybe a product they never heard of, maybe turning them on to an artist that they never heard of, Tanya, Richard Pace, Dark Wizard Berserker. These are all people that have minis in this product line. So for me, it's always been about art first, writing first, almost like product later in a way. Like what makes me happy is featuring artists that I love, collaborating with them, and saying, hey, do you want to make a mini? And maybe like for Marie, I don't think she would otherwise ever get the opportunity to create a mini, and then within a few months, bam, like I send her, a big box of these, and it's super fun. So I guess in short, of course, I'm asking for your vote, flat out. If you haven't voted for the Ennies yet, I'll link below, and please consider voting not only for the non-digital aid, but for fan favorite publisher. We're up for that as well. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm humbled. I try to get the word out about what I make to as many people as I can, but I feel like oftentimes people don't see it or hear it, or maybe just, the same 100 or so people see the posts. And it's frustrating because I collaborate with a lot of cool people and they deserve to be heard as well. It's not just about me. So yeah, small party, give it a shot, give it a nod. Thank you guys. And I just feel honored to be working in this industry and getting a little acknowledgement for really 13 years of hard work. Like, this is what I do full time now, and it's not easy. It's actually getting harder, but like it's super fun, and I love you guys, and thank you for the support.